Right now it's 6.
We know now that 3 people were shot in this shooting, but we don't know their conditions.
A sure sign that summer is here.
It's westbound 94, 122nd. It's going to be a group of street racers that have stopped traffic doing donuts and they're filming.
Will police ever be able to shut down street racing?
There are allegations that this individual potentially raped several individuals.
Taking rideshare companies to task. How one county in Washington state is looking to protect passengers.
Fire danger on the rise with the temperatures.
Even 1 or 2 large fires in June is unusual for those areas, and I do think that they are at risk.
Why winter weather might make those things worse this summer.
Showdown at Mile High. What's at stake tonight in a pivotal Game 5?
And what is that? Social media goes nuts as Game of Thrones fans spot something out of place in Westeros.
Koin 6 News This Morning starts right now with this traffic alert.
And a good morning to you at 6 a.m. on this Tuesday. I'm Jenny Hansen.
And I'm Ken Body. Let's get right over to Carly Kennelly, who's been tracking that mess on Interstate 5. And Carly, is it getting any better now?
It is getting better slowly. It's not as heavy of a drive as it was earlier when the crash had traffic down to just 1 lane at Rosa Parks. That was on I-5 southbound. That crash cleared about 15 minutes ago. And so we're starting to see some improvement. But look, it's still very heavy into Vancouver. So an average speed of 9 miles per hour. Traffic slows at Main in Vancouver. It stays heavy like that down to Rosa Parks where that crash was. But you can see it's starting to pick up where that crash was. However, look at the backup in Vancouver. It's still going to take you some time. So let's see the latest drive time right now from SR 500 to the Fremont Bridge. It's 21 minutes. That's looking a lot better than the 45-minute drive we had earlier. Kelly?
Well, it's a beautiful start here in Portland. A look from our Koin Tower out eastward. You can see the sunrise there and the river, and a look over Portland. It's gorgeous. Right now we're in the low 50s, down the valley, upper 40s, low 50s as well. Towards the coast, we're also in the low 50s, so really mild start here. We're dry, and today we are still expecting mostly sunny skies. Upper 70s going into our afternoon. Warm today. Be prepared for the sun and stay hydrated. We'll talk about our warming trend here in a few moments.
And it just went pop, 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 and I was like, what is that?
New details this morning on a shooting we first told you about last night at 11. 3 people have been shot in Salem.
Now, the investigation is in its early stages. Elise Haas has been at the scene all morning. And Elise, what have you learned?
Ken and Jenny, investigators have been out here all night long, and overnight that's when we found out that there are 3 people shot, but we don't know the severity of their injuries. I did talk to a Marion County deputy, and he says that detectives are still gathering evidence right now. And to give you an idea of how long they've been out here, this has been going on for more than 8 hours now, and they'll likely be here for several more. Also, to kind of give you a better idea of where we are, this is at Joshua Avenue Northeast. We're along Silverton as well, and so the whole stretch of road is closed down for several blocks, so you'll want to avoid this area. I also want to show you video of the scene when our crews first got here at 10 o'clock last night. Very heavy police presence. We also saw one person on a stretcher being taken away by an ambulance. We saw deputies helping one victim that was on the ground. Detectives also had canines out last night to help them search this area. And right now, information is limited, but we're still working to find out more about the shooter as well as these victims and what led up to this violence. So detectives tell me that they're going to have another update for us later on this morning. So we'll be sure to let you know as soon as we find out more. Reporting live in Salem, Elise Haas, Koin 6 News.
Thank you, Elise. And new this morning and also in Salem, police are looking into a car crash. This happened on Mission Street near Hawthorne Avenue Southeast. That's about a 10-minute drive from the scene of the shooting that Elise just told you about. Now, we asked Salem police if the 2 incidents are connected, and they say they don't know. No word yet if anyone was hurt in the crash. Hey, download the Koin 6 News app to get breaking news alerts sent right to your phone. It is free.
Street racers are caught on camera taking over a local freeway, bringing traffic to a standstill. It is a constant problem that Portland police are trying to address. Police confirm that Interstate 84 shut down between 162nd and 181st on Sunday night. Portland police later arrested 3 men on several charges, including reckless driving. Well, last fall, our cameras followed illegal street racers, and that's where we met a street racer who says there's not much police can do to stop them.
Well, it's just like they show up and tell people to leave, and then we'll just move to somewhere else.
Well, all men who were involved in the latest incident have been released from jail already. According to city laws, police can only tow vehicles if they make an arrest or if the driver is wanted on a warrant. Portland police say they are trying to crack down, but usually the drivers get off with a citation.
It is 6:05, and the fire snowmelt cycle will increase as forest fires become more frequent, last longer, and cause more destruction in a warmer, drier climate. And that's all according to a new Portland State University study. A study found more than 11% of all forests in the western U.S. are seeing slow melt earlier because of the fires. Now, the fire often consumes the trees that provide shade. Less shade means more sunlight, which leads to more and faster snowmelt.
So like wearing a black shirt on a sunny day, the snowpack gets hot. It absorbs a lot more sunlight and then melts faster and earlier in the year.
That's Kelly Gleason with PSU. She says these effects can last for 15 years.
That's what I'm trying to do, you know, trying to see where the help is coming from, see where the other guys coming from, make that play, and still just find a way to be aggressive, you know, look for shots. Just don't let them turn me into a passive player.
Well, the Portland Trail Blazers back in Denver tonight for a pivotal Game 5 of the Western Conference semifinals. The Blazers and Nuggets tied at 2 games each in this series, and both teams have won 1 game on their opponent's floor, each with one away game win. Game 5 tips off at 7:30. Game 6 is here in Portland on Thursday.
Well, you might be trying to avoid Game of Thrones spoilers, but there's no avoiding the viral coffee cup mistakenly left in the latest episode. It may look like Starbucks, but the show's art director told TMZ it's from a local coffee shop where they were filming in Northern Ireland. The show took it in stride, tweeting the latte that appeared in the episode was a mistake. The Dragon Queen had ordered an herbal tea.
With as much attention as there is on that show and the detail that's in the production of the show, you'd think that somebody would have noticed that there was a Starbucks cup there.
I mean, they've only had, what, like 1 or 2 years to figure it out? Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny, to tell you the truth.
It is very funny, yeah. All right, well, I want to take a look at your weather and traffic right now. And I know you have a lot to talk about, and there have been some issues on the roads, too.
Yeah, there have been issues. I-5 southbound has been really heavy because of an earlier crash. Thankfully, it's improving. It's definitely looking better than it was earlier. We had a drive of almost 45 minutes in from Vancouver because of a crash at Rosa Parks that had traffic down to just 1 lane getting by. That crash cleared over 20 minutes ago. You're looking a lot better coming in from Vancouver. Still slow, though, from Maine and Vancouver down to about the Rosa Parks area where that crash was. So this is near SR 500. We're going to take a look at the latest drive time. Look at I-5 southbound now. It's 36 minutes from the Salmon Creek interchange to the Fremont Bridge. It's 12 minutes on I-205 southbound from Penn Parkway to I-84. 17 on I-84 westbound in from Troutdale, and look at 26. It's still looking good. Kelly?
It's a beautiful start this morning. Sunshine once again. Comfortable temperatures. Great for a morning walk or a jog. We are getting a few clouds out towards the coast this morning. A bit overcast out that way. But other than that, it's going to be a beautiful day. A slow climb towards the mid-80s and 90s by the end of the week. Overall, a great week to get outside. Any sports games out there, we'll keep it dry this week. Just a bit warm as we head towards the second half. Beautiful start out towards the gorge. You can see some colors there. The Columbia River looks nice right now. We're seeing temperatures in Portland in the low 50s and up and down the valley, mainly the upper 40s to low 50s and out for the coast as well. So it's a beautiful start. Yesterday we were warm. We hit 83 degrees the first day this year. That was above 80, and down the valley low 80s as well. The upper 60s out towards the coast. A beautiful day yesterday there too. And the gorge saw temperatures in even the mid 80s, upper 70s for Central Oregon too. So we saw a beautiful Monday, and today we'll keep it warm. Here's the temperature trend, a little bit cooler just by a couple degrees going into our afternoon today, likely upper 70s. By tomorrow, back near 80, then the mid-80s on Thursday, and potentially 90-degree days on the way for Friday and our Saturday. So here's our planner for today. Again, there's those clouds out towards the coast at Seaside, but in Portland, we are expecting mostly sunny skies, a few high clouds out there with temperatures in the upper 70s.
All right, thanks, Kelly. At 6:09, you're watching Koin 6 News, watching out for you.
Well, just ahead, how a local teen is finding career success from his love of Legos and Minecraft. That's next in this week's Where We Live.